Yo, what's going on, everybody, and welcome to MLM Keys Radio. In today's episode, I'll be talking about the power of offer creation around your opportunity. Let's get it. Yo, what's the deal, everybody? What's popping? What's popping? Your blessing, highly favored. It's your boy, Mark Wakama. Welcome to the show. I hope you've had a great day so far, man. So check this out. When I was doing my thing, right? So when I first got into MLM, I was not concerned about recruiting. Let me move the mic a little bit. Boom. My main concern was not about recruiting. And a lot of people could come into the game with that same mindset. You know, we come into the game, like most people, I believe, come into the game and they're like, you know what? I just want to be able to get gas, or I just want to be able to get diapers, or to buy an outfit, or to pay bills, or to help pay rent, right? Which there's nothing wrong with that. Absolutely nothing, right? Absolutely nothing. So they don't really think about recruiting. It's more about, okay, how can I make some sales with this product, right? So that's what I was doing for the first, I'd say 6 months to a year. I was like, you know what, let me just try and make an extra $500. And I was doing that, right? It wasn't, I won't say it was like super difficult or easy, but it was something that I could do, right? That's what Jim Rohn says. If it's something that you can do, it's easy, right? So I'm doing this, I'm doing the deal, and I'm getting sales, and I'm feeling good, but I would have to continually have to make sales in order for me to get some extra income. And as much as it might be cool to start or fun to start, it can be a lot. Like, you're constantly having to get new clients, and we should be doing that anyways, but it's like, man, when you have 2, 3, 4, 5, 10, 20 people all doing the same thing that are under you, that's where the real money is at. And I didn't understand that to start, right? So, but once I started to understand the power of recruiting, which we all should know and understand that, and actually fall in love with that, because again, that's where the money's at. Unless you have a large, crazy following to where you can sell a product, right? But most people don't. So it's recruiting. So when I first got really big into recruiting, and I had been recruiting and not even really knowing it. I was sending messages on Instagram and Facebook, just for the pure intention of trying to get a client, but still it's still recruiting in a sense. But then when I really focused on the business side of MLM, not just the product sales and retail, but the business and getting people into the actual opportunity itself, I was like, bet, let me, what's the script I need to use, right? And I'll try and quote unquote differentiate myself by having that script, changing some words here and there, adding some emojis, making it fun. And I'll be sending this message out because that was what I was taught. You have to talk to everybody and their mama. It's once you run out of all your hot prospects, which in my case, and for most people, is family and friends, right? You run out of that list, you need more people, because every business, the lifeblood of every business is leads. You need lead gen, okay? There's no ifs, ands, or buts. You have to have that or you have no business. So because I ran out of my hot prospects, like most people do, right? The NFL, no friends left. You go to what's now social media, which is a blessing because a lot of people didn't have that back in the 90s or early 2000s. Back in the 2000s. Great weekend with some head. Okay, let me stop. Only old heads know that. Juvenile. Anyways, I digress. People didn't have social media back then, right? So with the new millennial generation and Gen Zs or Gen X or whatever this generation is called now, bro, I have no idea. Gen something. We got social media, to where it's a lot easier to send a message on social media than to be face to face. I did door-to-door sales, y'all. I did. Didn't last long. That face-to-face interaction is awkward and can be very intimidating, even for me. Imagine me walking into your office 6'6", 230, with a polo tucked in, talking about, hey, do you want to buy some insurance? Some people actually buy those, you know what, I'll buy from you. They look up at me like, I'll buy. But most people are like, I'm straight. Get out of here, right? And that experience was a lot worse than me sending a message, right? So with that premise, I'm like, sending a message ain't nothing. But I was getting some crazy responses. Getting some crazy responses. But you know what? I was actually starting to recruit people into my downline. I remember last year I recruited like 5 people in 1 month, which, for me at that time was great. I'm like, ooh, let's go. All of social media, right? All of me just messaging time in, time out, like crazy. And again, like, I'm not saying that method does not work. It does work. Obviously, it does. It's a lot of eye strain, a lot of frustration, a lot of pain in that for me, right? And I'm assuming that's the same thing for you. Excuse me. So, anyways, I remember recruiting all these people into my downline and being hyped, like, yo, let's go. Finally, after 6 months of me sending out 50 to 100 business invites, right? Thousands of invites, I got 5 people in 1 month. Let's go. So I remember getting on calls with them, telling them what they needed to do. Here are the steps. Here's the system that we have in place right now. Within 30 days, they all quit. I'm like, bro, what? Man, that's what? This opportunity is amazing. You gonna quit? Man, you weak anyways. Bye. Right? Super not personally developed and just kind of arrogant, honestly. So I do take a big part in that. But also, if they weren't a good fit, y'all. Like, what I have now in terms of my target market, that they don't even meet half the criteria. And it's not a diss, right? Like, they just weren't good for me. They'll be perfect for somebody else, but for me, they just weren't a good fit, right? And that goes to the part of a target market and actually only talking to people who you want in your downline. But it's another episode. So they all quit, right? Like, and as much as they weren't a good fit, and as much as I wasn't, very mature in my approach as an entrepreneur, here's one of the biggest things I didn't do as a leader to help give them success early. See, guys, when someone joins your team, when someone joins your MLM, joins your opportunity, joins your organization, what you're now doing is you're giving them a slew of problems. You're giving them a slew of, a lot of problems to solve. And you need to solve that as a leader. Like, when I went overseas, and I'm in Israel, I'm thinking I made it, right? Bro, I'm a pro. I'm a professional baller. All these years I made it, right? I'm excited. Once I got to practice, everything changed. I'm getting elbowed. I don't know plays. The speed of the game is faster. Right? It's 24-second shot clock. The court is different. The style of play is different. The coach don't speak English. I need a translator. Like, all these things are hitting me all at once. And I'm having to, like, whoa. Like, I'm having to readjust myself. And that's what your distributors feel when they first sign up. They don't know what is going on, but they're excited. Right? Like, oh, I'm in this new opportunity. People are in here are fun. They're amazing. But they don't know how to have success while in opportunity. And for me, I didn't bring them success early, so they all quit. But here's the thing, though. Again, when people come, you need to mitigate the follow-up problems that come with people joining your team. So for me, one of the biggest things is lead gen. Again, guys, leads are the lifeblood of any business. So if you cannot help your distributors get leads, whether it be cold, warm, or hot, and typically, cold, warm, or hot, then they won't have success. How can they if nobody comes to them, right? Another part is being able to differentiate themselves. And I alluded to this last episode. How can they differentiate themselves not only from your team, but from everybody else? Because in MLM, it's Star Wars here, bruh. It can be the Clone Wars. If I want to be a clone, I watch Star Wars. I won't be an MLM. I watch Star Wars. You know what I'm saying? So how can we differentiate ourselves? So like for me, those two are the biggest things. Bringing in consistent leads when it comes to to selling the product, and then bringing in consistent leads when it comes to building their business. I didn't know that they one. I didn't know that those are even problems. Like you got to be aware when it comes to, okay, what are the problems that people have when they first come into my team? What do I need to solve for them, right, before they come in? I had no system for my team. I did have a system for my upline, but it's no diss or no shout, um what's the word? There's no diss or like yeah, it's no diss to my upline, right, or anybody. But what you don't know can hurt you. My upline didn't know any better in regards to using the internet to create leads, to create a sustainable, successful, and duplicatable system in business, right? So because they didn't know, I didn't know. So I handed my 5 distributors the system that we have that works, yes, but it's a lot of strain and pain in there. So for all I know, my distributors that left could have actually wanted success, but they probably didn't like how to get it. They didn't want to be the people on Instagram or on social media spamming everybody, messaging time in, time out, day in, day out, week after week, month after month, right? They didn't want to be those people, so they dropped out because I didn't, again, mitigate those follow up problems that people have. So that's why, one, when you think about what do people need to know when joining my business, what can bring them success, obviously, like the number one thing, bro, is lead gen. That's it. Lead gen. You got to be able to generate leads. Okay, so how can I myself generate leads, and how can I be able to transfer that to my team? How can I hand them that system? That's why, yo, I'm so keen on this paid prospecting product. I'm so big on it, right? That is something that one I can use, two I can hand off to my distributors, but three to differentiate myself. Because now, when it comes to offer creation, create an offer when it comes to this opportunity, it's not so much about, hey, I got this great opportunity, come join me. It's like, no, listen, I got a great opportunity. And when you join me, I'll give you a system that can bring you consistent leads 24/7. You see how, like, there's a big difference in that. Now I'm not just offering my opportunity, but now I'm offering a tool that will help you have success in my opportunity, right? So think about what can I add on to my overall opportunity that can help anybody who joins have success in it, that I can now promote along with it. That's an MLM offer. What it is the offer itself plus tools that mitigate those follow-up problems. I hope that makes sense. So now it's okay, here's my opportunity. And when you join me, you'll get this sales funnel that can get you consistent leads, this sales funnel that can auto close people that people can or apply to join your downline without you even talking to them, right? Three, you'll have a completely done onboarding system that will teach you exactly how to set up funnels, how to teach you the history of the business, teach you the marketing plan. Like, you have all these tools when you join me. See, that sounds so much better than just, hey, come join me, here's my opportunity, right? But it starts with you knowing, okay, what are the problems people will have when they first join me? And then solving those problems, right? So for me, like, when it came to basketball, I needed a translator. I needed to be in the gym more. I needed to know the playbook. And I was getting tools. I was either getting a translator, I was getting the playbook. I was either having access to the gym to go and practice. Like, I was getting tools to help me have success. What are the tools you can create that can bring success to your team? And then how can you structure that around your MLM? Because now when you offer your opportunity to the people who actually want it, you say, okay, here's the opportunity, but also when you join, you get this, and you get this, and you get this. That sounds so much better, right? Because it is. So, like, I guarantee y'all, right? If I was to do the same method that I did last year and bring in five people in 1 month, the difference would be, okay, here's opportunity, but now when you join, you have an onboarding system, you have sales funnels, you'll have an auto closing system. So now once you come in and you learn about all this stuff and set it up, you will have you'll have a higher chance of success without it. You'll have a higher chance of success with me than with anybody else, because now who else is offering all that? You're different now. You're different. See, people try and focus on their strengths when it comes to MLM, or they try and do what everybody else does that's having success. I see it all the time on social media, especially. We look at who's out here killing the game, and we try and emulate what they're doing instead of focusing not on their strengths but on our differences. What makes you different? What makes you unique? So for me, like, what can make me unique is the fact that I can structure my opportunity to bring people to me and actually help them while in it, using a system that's duplicatable, that's turnkey, that when they come in, they can just literally rev the engine up and use these tools and sales funnels, right? That's the power of offer creation. You're different from everybody, y'all. No one's looking at MLM as the opportunity. You know what? Backtrack. I'm not just looking at MLM as the opportunity. So a lot of people just use MLM as a product and try and sell it. No, I'm marketing my opportunity as an offer to bring people to me. I hope that makes sense, right? Think about your favorite restaurant. Think about Boston Market, right? They sell the chicken, the half bake or the quarter, but also they're like, okay, you get this chicken, you'll get these sides. It's not just the chicken no more. You get the mac and cheese, the sweet potatoes, the greens, right? Same thing, man. Stop looking at the opportunity as stop looking at your MLM as simply a product. Look at it as an offer. What can I bring to the table to differentiate myself from everybody else? All right. I hope that makes sense, man. I hope that makes sense. Like that concept alone changed everything for me. Now, like when you look at the business in that lens, you're like, okay, bet. Like it's just more fun now because now honestly, it's a little bit more easier once you start to look at it like that, because now, again, you're bringing people to you instead of you having to go chase people, because now you have an actual offer around your MLM to bring people success. You're differentiating yourself from people who are already looking, right? That's marketing, man. That's marketing. So guys, I hope that makes sense. Creating an offer out of your MLM. What are the tools people will need to have success in your business, and how can you promote that alongside your opportunity? Offer creation. Let's get it, man. Let's get it. I hope that makes sense, y'all. Thanks for listening. God bless y'all. If you're liking what you're hearing, go ahead and give your boy a rating, a rating and review. That would mean the world to me. Again, guys, like, this podcast is getting so much fun. I'm having so much fun doing it. People are downloading it. It's truly a blessing. So if you like what you're hearing, go ahead and give your boy a rating and review. Other than that, I'll see you in the next episode. Peace.